Hello guys, welcome to In 5 Minutes. After understanding locks, let us try to understand the spatial need in locks with multiprocessing system. In conventional system, as we have clearly said, we simply would require one lock to access critical region, where all the processes one after another will acquire that lock to access critical region. Once P1's job is done, it will come out and next going in while acquiring lock would be process 2. Once process 2 is done, the next thing going in with acquiring lock is process 3, and it will also come out and release it. So the phenomena was fairly simple, but with multi processing system there are two major changes. Number one, this time we have series of processes waiting for accessing critical region. The second problem behind this would be there would be more than one critical regions. Let's say critical region 1, critical region 2. If we say process 1 has already locked it, this may not be seen by process 2, and process 2 and 3 both are trying to access. Another scenario may be critical region 2 is trying to be acquired by P4, P5, P6 at the same time. So with this thing, it is very clear that the traditional algorithm, what we have done earlier, is not going to be useful, because now here we are talking about n critical regions, that is more than one, and parallel n processes. And how would we handle this scenario? For this, we need to alter the algorithm slightly. This algorithm is known as test and set. This is the first part of it. The logic behind this is very simple. In this, we would be passing an address of the critical region which we want to access. We will read the status of that critical region and return the status. What is the use of doing so? Well, simple. If the particular critical region is already set, the status would return true. As an end result, if it is true, then we have to wait till the time it becomes false, because somebody else is already using it. Even for this, the way we are going to set would change. There's a second part of the algorithm. Consider process I wants to access a particular critical region. What it would do? It would simply give address of the critical region for locking. Now that address will come as a target. We will check the status. If it has already been set by somebody, it will return true. If it returns true, the while loop will continue to wait. If nobody else other than the current process has already set it, under that case, the answer to this would become false. As an end result, what you would return would be false. If the while condition becomes false, then that particular process will enter critical region. Make a note of it. Before entering the critical region, this process has already made that lock as equal to true, so that nobody else other than it would access the region. When you're coming out, you'll again make lock is equal to false. So now others can try. Reminder section will simply say who is supposed to go to the next. Looking the same stuff graphically, let's try to understand a scenario. The scenario is fairly simple. Consider critical region X located at 1200 location, which is already set by P1. That means this particular critical region is already locked. So we will get true. It is locked. So what would happen for this? Let's say process 2 wants to lock, so it will fire lock address 1200. This 1200 would come over here, and we will read the status. As the status clearly notifies true, we will further try to set it to true, then we will return the status. This status would get P2 as true. This part would give me true, making one thing obvious, that test and set is true, making you wait till the time P1 doesn't come out. As an end result, P2 will wait till P1 finishes its job. When P1 finishes the job, what would happen? Let's try to see that also. Suppose P1 finishes its job, it will first remove this and would become false. After a certain time, again P2 will try to access the system. It will give the location 1200. 1200 will go. You will read the status, and this time status is false. So the status of target would be made true. So this false would be made true. This time by P2. Over here answer will be false. So you will not wait, you will enter the critical region. So critical region access. When your job is over, you will again make lock is equal to false. You will come out and do the remainder section. So basically this is how the system is going to work. Both of the algorithms are interconnected, hence need to be studied and understood parallelly. That's it. Thanks for watching this video.